And one of the things I says, a lot of the students there, they're experienced practitioners like most of you here. After a while, you have to start focusing on the energy. Your form had to be, correct, but it doesn't have to be perfect in terms of, exactly where you're pushing. The comfort and those kind of things are important, because if you're not comfortable and if your spirit, or especially with your head, if you're not correct, like if your head is down or something, uh, it's hard to move the energy. But as long as you get those basic things correct, you can concentrate more on the energy. Don't just practice the form, keep that in mind too, but also, focus more on the energy, that becomes more important as you become better. And in the beginning, you have to learn the sequence and then do the each move, well enough. Yeah. So in this Qigong, we concentrate on building that energy. Yeah. Usually the first move is very important. Like the first move of the form, nothing else, make it a good start. And it helps you in the rest of the form too. But here, the first move as we open and close, it's the most basic, but you have to understand the basic energy first and grows from there, right? So if you don't do the first one correct, including holding the ball, so most of the moves we do, or most of the time, in the rest of number 2 and a lot of number 3 too, we're holding the ball. Yeah, so you got to make sure the energy is correct, right? So we always start from nothingness, very still, just very calm, and like you're meditating. And then one step at a time, as you have seen in the red book, how the yin and yang is formed. You start with emptiness, and then you start to have just the dual energy, but it's not rounded, just half and half. But eventually, as you work on it, it blends and it's more rounded. So that's the symbol of Tai Chi. Yeah. So in the first move here, make sure the energy is clear as we open. So exactly what we're doing is not just expanding, we're working on opening the front, right? And then the fullness after we open. So that's very important. We've gone over the sinking and the other things many times too. But here, you have to make sure the energy is complete. Like here, even the tip of my finger is pushing outwards, right? So everything has a little bit of firmness because I'm pushing outwards. So this helps me finish my circulation. Even if I can't do it or feel it in the beginning, with practice, your circulation gets stronger, you'll feel it more. As soon as I do that, every move, I feel the tingling in my fingers, and then it gets warm. You really can feel the energy. It also gets red, so that's another sign. Yeah, so make sure you complete the energy. Otherwise, your hands are too relaxed or not pushing like this, or if your wrist is too bent. So anything you do can kind of makes it more difficult. Yeah, so that's why the form had to be correct, but also you have to feel the energy, because just being correct physically is not enough, right? So here, just opening the front and then understanding the difference of when I go forward. So again, it's the yin and the yang. So as I go forward, it's a completely different energy and using different part of the body, right? So here I'm opening the back and rounding. So rounding is also gathering. And as I gather, I have to feel the pressure pushing my chi down, right? So as I push my chi down into my dantian, it helps the body sink. Yeah, so that's the difference. The body sinks into the feet and be connected in the ground. Like if you jump up and land on the ground, like kind of solid, not loose, right? So that's kind of connection you should feel here without the jump. Yeah, so if you're too loose, you don't feel the stump, right? Usually when we jump, we loosen up, we land because we want to land soft. But here, if you want to be connected, we have to have firmness. But not something you want to do when you're jumping, because then it's too much pressure on the body, right? So the clarity of that is very important. Yeah, and then going on from there, right? Moving it, so we're just adding to it. So, but first of all, it must maintain the stretch and the expansion, stretch in the arm, expansion in the shoulders. So we talked about how to do this when we worked on this move. But when you move and turn, again, now we're just doing the upper body. Make sure that's clear. You can feel the energy because I'm pushing with my hips into the ground, right? So I can feel the energy here pushing into the legs. It's not completely relaxed when I'm turning, but it doesn't move much. But you have to feel the energy in the hips. Yeah. But at the end, as we said, when we stretch, we just completely relax. You just let the lower body go. It's the turn, it's this energy that's holding the body up, right? So you gotta, again, drill and work on these things every time as we repeat it. Yeah. And then we do the turn. So basically it's the same. The difference in the turn is we're keeping the whole body connected. Everything moves together except that one leg, right? So we're moving in unity to build more power, to be stronger in the moves without using strength. Yeah. So again, each one works on different things, but also progressing into doing more. Yeah. But most importantly, stay focused. Try to feel the energy. Again, the form's a lot more difficult because we're doing different things and energy is constantly changing. That's part of Tai Chi. But here in the Qigong, we work more specifically and focus on each energy more, right? So it's a good chance for you to really try to develop the energy here. Okay, so now